sexy, and comfortable and cozy. Those are the three objective levels that I want to achieve tonight. And it's not going to be very hard for me to do that at all because we have uh, a wonderful, wonderful guest that is such a dear friend. And I am so happy to see her in this new year. And obviously, she's been doing things for years. But just to see friends, it's a great thing these days. And I'm so happy for all of her accomplishments that she has given us over the years. But we're talking about a woman who is amazing, phenomenal, extremely talented, a visionary, warm. Um, how can she not be? Because she's born under a sign that is very close to my heart because my mama was born under the same sign. My auntie was born under the same sign. I got a lot of lions around me, ladies and gentlemen. And she's a lioness who definitely takes charge, but who definitely knows her craft and does it ever so well. It is a pleasure and honor to be welcoming back to the Quiet Storm, Vivica A. Fox.
Hey, Lenny.
Hi, my love. Kisses
Oh,
back
thank
to
you
you.
for that wonderful introduction and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to you as well. And congratulations. And stepping into this new year, doing what you have always done, what you always love, and killing the game, baby. You're killing the game. And I'm happy for you because, I know we're going to talk about this lifetime thing, but this is
Yeah.
not the first time we're talking about this lifetime situation because you are executive producing another one. Shout out to Brother Khaled, another one.
Yeah,
And
this is
this,
actually our 35th one.
I can't believe when we were starting talking about lifetime,
Yes.
you were going on the first one.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So think about it.
Yeah.
And other things have been occurring all around and in the 35 year one.
Right.
So this Thursday, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to break the ice right away so that we can talk about the most important thing, the business. This Thursday, another lifetime executive produced film that Miss Vivica A. Fox is doing. And unfortunately, it's the wrong, I say unfortunately, because it's the wrong life coach.
Yeah. But listen, all of my films are so wrong. It's right.
That's true.
Yes.
And this is an eye-opening situation because thank you. I got to thank Vivica for, giving me an opportunity to see a piece of this before you guys see it.
Yeah.
And this opens up our mind so much. In the time that we're living in now, Vivica, we have to be so much aware of so many things and we're learning so many things, even as adults. At least I think I am.
Yeah.
So by you bringing out so many things that are wrong, that is right on time.
Okay. Say that. Yeah, that's what we try to do with each film is to have a message and a social message. Like I'll never forget, we had one film, the Wrong Wedding Planner, and it was about allowing others to step in your life because we trust these people when we have with very important events. And the wrong wedding planner, she happened to end up being a psycho who used to date her man. Who finagled her way into planning their wedding. And so it was like, hey, investigate people, check out their backgrounds, make sure they're not lying on social media, which we all know a lot of people do. So there's always a wonderful message with the films with females and males to learn. Because, I brought the guys over to Lifetime.
Yes, you did.
Fellas walk up to me and say, I watched your Lifetime movie. I scored points on it, though.
Hey, you get caught up in Lifetime, fellas. I'm one to admit that because I wasn't a big watcher of Lifetime films. But every time I watched them periodically before Vivica was even involved with it, you get caught up in it. You're like, you don't want to go away from the television and you continue the process with how you are executive producing these projects that you're doing. And this wrong life coach thing is something that really needs to be paid attention to very, very closely because you should be aware of and investigate more things that, before you get involved with someone personally and even professionally.
We have a tendency at times to get manipulated by those who we think are in power positions or that can fulfill something that we feel is lacking in our own lives without making sure that I'm guilty of it myself, that, I've hired people to do things and then was disappointed and didn't find that out until the 11th hour, after I done signed some checks.
Exactly. And that's the wrong time. That's the wrong time to do
Time to
that.
find out.
Her name is Vivica A. Fox, and she is foxy. She is classy. She's sophisticated. She's all that and then some, ladies and gentlemen. And she's always looking beautiful. That red is bringing you out even more
Oh, I
tonight.
had to show up on fire for you, brother. You know that.
I know. I know. I want to go into, I like to incorporate music with what we do. So
Yes.
I don't know where you are. I don't know what's in your playlist these days, but what song is moving you right now, whether it's old school or new school?
Gosh, I love Chris Brown and Ciara's song. That's just how we roll.
Yeah.
I love sorry to be shameless plug, SZA. I was in her video, her latest
Yes, you
video,
were.
Kill Bill. Let me see. I'm really digging a lot of Chris Brown songs lately. He's got this sensational.
Yeah.
What did
Yeah.
I do for you? I love that song. That's a good one too. Old school. I love the Jacksons. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't control my. Yes, love all that.
We're
So
gonna go in. Let's
yeah.
do. Let's do. I like the Ciara and Chris Brown joint. So let's
Okay.
do that right now. We'll come back with Vivica A. Fox and learn a little bit more about not only the wrong life coach, but what's right and what's ahead for this dynamic lady. We're gonna cover the scope in a little time that we have with her tonight. But welcome inside the most comfortable and coziest and sexiest place to be in, baby. This is the Quiet Storm. The Quiet Storm, on point, on time, and right with the right company. It's wonderful to present an evening not only filled with music, but filled with wonderful, exciting, and wonderful guests that we have. And this beautiful lady is no exception to the rule. She has been here on many occasions, and I'm so thankful. Even though one time that we sat down, you called my shirt a Christmas shirt. So, I decided to wear. No,
I
it's cool.
did.
No, it's cool. It's cool because you know what? I love the picture that we took because you were so stunning and so sexy. You made my Christmas shirt look great. And it wasn't even Christmas time.
See, I was wondering where did I get the reference from?
Come on, it's that instinctual thing. You knew what to say, and it made me feel good, and I looked good next to you. It was great. So I can't wait for us to take another photo op.
Yeah.
But Vivica A. Fox is with us tonight, and this Thursday on the Lifetime Film Network at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. So for our family listening and watching to us in Milwaukee and Alabama, you can see it at 7. But New York, Jacksonville, Florida, Georgia, come on out and lock in at 8 because the wrong life coach that she is not only executive producing,
Yes.
but you are a diva boss in this film as well. But I think you're taking it to the extreme. Please let me know what your character name is Tara,
Yes.
and,
Yes.
and you're the new marketing director.
Yes, and I give her, which is her character's name is Jordan,
Mhm.
played by Morgan Bradley. I give her a heck of a run. The clip that I shared with you is me just asking her, "Do you got a problem taking, power from a sister, basically? Because if you do, maybe this ain't the spot for you." So, I love that Lifetime has turned me into a filmmaker. When I started this 30 something films ago with the director David Ducato, who is always our director.
Right.
When we were working, he says, I love your style. You show up, you're professional, you're grateful, you look good, you know your lines.
Hmm.
Can we do another one together? And we
Wow.
just kept on doing them. And me being a businesswoman was like, okay, you call one more time. I got to get my producer credit up again. And he said, absolutely. I love working with you. And from me being a producer and starring in the films as well, that led to me now being a director. And I never thought I would be this busy, this blessed at this stage of my career when normally they are putting women out to pasture that are in their 50s, telling you have no more to offer. And I'm just glad that I'm a good representative and a role model for other young actors to pay attention to your business.
Mm.
When you're working, if you find that your brand is greenlighting projects after projects, have good people that are in your corner to say, time to get a producer credit. And with that other producer credit comes another check. So be
Wow.
a good businesswoman if you want to be in a business and go into different chapters. Don't just be one note. Be a triple threat. Be able to sing, act, produce, write, do it all.
Not too many opportunities open up for sisters,
Yeah.
women of color in particular. I'm happy that you have broken the glass ceiling, so to speak,
Oh,
and maintain that. And because we all just need, I think it was spoken by Octavia once that we just need the opportunity. We just need a
absolutely.
chance to just show what we can do.
Hmm.
And I think people are impressed because this is what we do. We bring excellence to the table. We uplift a production as you have done constantly, time and time again. But I'm kind of curious because I'm not in your lane.
Mm,
So educate me and all of us tonight about the growth of being just a producer to the executive producer to a director. Like, what are you responsible for?
whew. Well, I can tell you when you first start producing, mainly it's your name that green lights a project. Then when you come into being an executive producer, you get the funds,
Uh,
you help to green light and get bigger budgets for your projects. Now, directing,
uh,
it's like your baby. You conceive it, you achieve it, you take it to the victory, you help it walk. You listen, as a director, I don't think I've ever been asked so many questions um, in my whole life of making films.
mhm,
From the moment you step out of the car,
mhm,
trust and believe somebody gonna be coming to Miss Vivica. Miss
mhm.
Vivica, what do you think about this color? What do you think about these curtains? What do you think about this hairstyle? What do you think about? And you have to answer everyone's question because it's your vision. Like I said,
Gotcha.
it's your baby.
Wow. Are you involved with the casting?
Yes.
Wow. So
Yes.
so that means you have to hire a great casting director because you're not going to sit there personally
Yeah.
and go through all that.
No.
And you trust that person to know exactly what kind of characters that would fit ideal for each role.
Absolutely. And you have to look at tapes after tape because back in the day, we used to go in and audition in front of
Yeah.
directors, but now with the power of Zoom and putting yourself on videotape, they just send you the footage of them auditioning for you. There'll be a person off camera reading the other lines, and then they do their thing. I
Mhm.
miss the days of being in an office and the person walks in
Wow.
because to me, that's something about that in-person vibe that you don't get on video. You know what I mean? That you can feel their energy from the moment that they walk into the room. Do they capture your attention? Do they hold your attention? Are they confident? Are they nervous?
Mhm.
There's a lot of things you can tell through body language.
So true. And just like I hate the fact that we don't have good customer service situations no more. When you call to speak to somebody, you can't speak to somebody. You're speaking to a recording. Press one,
Oh
press
my
two.
gosh. I just said that the other day when getting my new Tesla.
See what
Okay.
I'm saying?
I'm buying this expensive car and y'all can't pick up the phone. What?
That's why you need to go to Car Shield. If you go to Car Shield, they'll take care of your Tesla situation. Okay. I just want to give you that tip, if you don't mind.
I love it. I love it.
Vivica A. Fox is with us. I'm sliding into some music. I'm gonna let this lady go in just a minute because she has a crazy schedule as you can possibly imagine. But I gotta hold her for a little while longer. You're inside of the Quiet Storm, baby, and we're keeping it right and sexy tonight with the music that you love. Turn it up a little bit. The music is right, the moment is right, and the company is superb. And I salute you and I toast you, Vivica A. Fox, not only the actress, but the executive producer. Not only the executive producer, but the director.
Mhm.
Yes, you're doing it. You're holding it down, my sister, and I'm so
Life is
happy.
good. Life is so good.
I know it is. I know it is. And I peeped at your schedule, as I mentioned. And so this project, once again,
Yes.
The Wrong Life Coach on the Lifetime Film Network this Thursday, the 11th, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Please lock it in. If you're not going to be, if you got a meeting, you're going to be doing some other things, you may want to DVR this one.
Yes.
And what I also like about Lifetime, they will repeat it, but you don't want to miss it because you don't know how often they're going to repeat it. So DVR it so that you can hold it, you can go back and check it out and really enjoy that moment. And fellas, perfect opportunity for you to boo up if you boo it up with your lady because I know she's going to love that
Score some
opportunity.
points. Like,
Sco-
babe, look
Yeah, it
what
might, it might, it
now.
might now, it
No.
might, but it will score a point because you know what? We have a couple of games coming up, fellas. So you do want that leverage. You know what I mean? You do want that kind of leverage. Vivica, when you look back at your career, wow, I'm talking about '96, when Independence Day. I remember that film so clearly. I
Yeah.
remember Two Can Play That Game.
Yeah.
Obviously, everyone knows Set It Off. But when you look at those times of Vivica A. Fox, and now you look at these moments that Vivica A. Fox says is now living in, you said you could never envision. But as an actor
Mm.
starting out, does all act, because my niece is a growing actress. Is your vision to be where you are right now, or is it just to stay in the lane of just acting and getting good roles and developing your life from that point?
That's a wonderful question. I never saw this chapter. I'll be very honest with you. Not so soon. Um, I've been in so many different chapters of reinventing myself, recreating myself, but always thinking about the business of show business, which I love.
Mhm.
Which I love making movies. I love what I do. I just had no idea. I have so many people coming up to me nowadays going, "Gosh, you're everywhere. Ain't that a trip?" Who would ever think that Vivica
Yeah.
would be a spokeswoman for Car Shield, like you said,
Mhm.
doing commercials with iced tea that they run 25 times a day. Oh, and call before your car breaks down. Call us after you ain't your warranty done expired, okay?
Yo, y'all are funny. The funny one, let me digress. The funny one when you got this engine, but
Yeah.
you don't know it's an engine on the table and zipped up, and oh man, y'all crazy.
Can I tell you, the writers and the creators of our Car Shield commercials, they took a chance. They were like, "Wow, is her and Ice T gonna have chemistry?" Not knowing that I've been knowing him for years. We were on Celebrity Family Feud together, and Ice T. By the way, y'all cheated. They cheated for y'all. They did. We should have won. But make it long story short, him and I knew each other for years, so
Wow.
they didn't know that. And he's Ice T's tough. So they was like, "Is he gonna be able to do this thing with Vivica?" And we killed it, knocked it out the park. And that is the one thing that people said. They said, they were like, "Wow, the one when y'all was interrogating the guy, I
Mhm.
thought you was on a new Law and Order episode." And then
Yeah.
the one with the transition, they said the same thing too. They were like, "Oh my God, did somebody die? Okay, interrogating somebody," and it was a transmission. So big shout out to Car Shield that they let people see us in different ways, and that the commercials are so popular, and they get your attention.
A big shout out to Lifetime.
Yes,
Lifetime for allowing you to come in to give them some other vision.
yeah.
Sometimes you need that. As creative as one can be, it's nothing wrong, at least in my opinion, nothing wrong with getting creative ideas, brainstorming ideas, and then you can just kind of figure everything out.
And can I tell you, I'm grateful that creatively they listened to me, because when we first started doing the film, I was like, I need some fashion. We need for people to see us as beautiful and all of the wonderful colors, because they had everybody in gray and black. And I was like, okay, that's boring.
All
We
right.
look great in colors. So they listened to me and they trusted me. And now they trust me with casting. They come, who would you like to work with? They let the other actors, the repertoire of actors that we have, play different characters that Hollywood wouldn't give them a chance to do,
Wow.
including myself.
Wow. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
So when you look back at roles that you wanted, never made, um,
I
are
can
you
now
happy?
play them. I can now play them on my Lifetime films. From being a detective to a principal to a mom to a nurse, whatever occupation that they want, a mom. I mean, whatever it is that I want to play,
Yeah.
they let me do it.
And that's a wonderful thing, and that's how much trust, like you said, that they put forth in you, because they know, look, you have the credibility, and having the credibility and having the history and having the awareness and knowledge brings a lot to the table. So they didn't make a bad move with you, and they know you are a gem to be treasured, as you are a gem to all of us.
Love.
So I love you immensely. Congratulations on this one, and look, I trust in 2024, Vivica, that we're
Oh,
going to be talking a lot more, because you got too many things going on. You
I
do.
also
You're
have another film that's out right now too, called Secret Society 3.
see,
It's a trilogy that folks are just eating up that franchise as well. So, 23 was all about Vivica. 24, I'm gonna bring you some more.
we'll accept that, and we want that. So you keep bringing it to us. We'll be here to accept it and receive it. But more importantly, I hope I get a chance to talk to you more throughout the
Absolutely.
course of this year, because sometimes we only talk once a year. You're busy. I'm living a boring life, but I need you to come and break your schedule so that way you can sit down and give me some insight, give us all some, behind the scenes moments of what happens next for
Yeah.
Vivica A. Fox and this film. So don't forget, let me just plug it one more time for you.
Yes.
This Thursday, The Wrong Life Coach. And we're talking about a psycho. I don't want to give it
Mm,
away too much, but
that part. That
she's
part.
yeah, that part. So it's going to be definitely something that we all should pay attention to. All should pay attention to, because I don't know if there's too many life coaches around these days, but if there is life coaches or even mentors, it's something to pay attention to, especially if you have children. Because
Yes.
I don't know what it's like to have children, but yet. But I would think that, you would want your child or any loved one, whether it's your niece or cousin, nephew, to definitely be in the right hands and under the right guidance of someone. And I think this is a nice way and soft way and strong way of bringing that message home. So, Lifetime Thursday, 8 p.m., 7 p.m. Central. You're going to love it. And we love you. I love you. Great seeing you. You look beautiful, radiant, and fabulous. So keep doing what you're doing, my sister. And I'll see you
promise
soon.
my brother. And next time in the studio together.
Promise is made.
All right, but don't wear that Christmas shirt.
Vivica A. Fox. I'm waiting for her to do comedy next. When she does comedy, I'm buying that ticket. I'm buying the ticket. Look, be well.